What is new in F&I? 5 minutes of F&I with Evan Walters. Here we are today. Today we're going to talk about 3 pillars that we need to focus on in our F&I department to increase in PVR, in product sales, in relationship building, and all the things F&I. There's 3 main categories. We know about the 3 categories for the owner GM. We've got inventory, marketing, and people and process. Well, in F&I, we've got 3 as well. So the first pillar is going to be processes. The second pillar is going to be relationship. And the third pillar is going to be products. So those are just some of the relationships. Now, how do these relate? Well, products, do we have the right VSCs? Do we have the high line? Do we have the high mileage? Do we have, what type of vehicle service contracts do we have available to sell at our dealership? We need to look at those and audit those every day, every week, every month, every year. 2025 is coming up, so we need to look at our products. What kind of VSCs do we have to offer? Tire and wheel, does it have the alloy protection? Does it have cosmetic repair? A lot of these don't have cosmetic repair. What's the difference? Does it have deductibles? We need to look at our tire and wheel. Ceramic, this is a big one, a huge opportunity, generates millions of dollars at a dealership right down the road. It took us a few years to build, but now it's generating millions. We don't start there, but we start somewhere. And it doesn't need to be the crappy ceramics or the stuff that's labeled ceramic. Simonized glass coat is one that I know, it's proven, it works. Look at it. Make sure that we audit our ceramic products. Menus. Do we have an easy, simple process to present our products to our customers? Do we use Darwin? Do we use MenuSys? What do we use? Certified Dealer Process. There's a lot of them out there. Which one works best for you all? What's the most simple is what I've found to be the most effective. Can you take a salesperson, drop them in an F&I office, and boom, they're ready to go. They know how to use the menu. It's an easy process to teach. Don't overcomplicate it. Another product is our tech. So do we have iPads? Do we have webcams? Do we have the things that we need to do the remote deals, to do all the things to stay on top of the technology portion? The next one's our ancillary products. So that's like our bundle products, our windshield. Look at your products to say, hey, do I have an opportunity to help protect this customer and be profitable? We need to audit those. The next one's our processes. So tied with the products, what's our process for a remote deal? Are we sending a quick video introducing ourselves, telling them that we want to jump on a Zoom or a FaceTime to verify who they are? It's not only going to protect your profit, but it's also going to protect the deal against any fraud. Fraud's huge right now. We got to verify identities. The next one's our lease deal. Make sure we have a process for lease, and these all need to be written out. They need to be written processes that everybody understands, and just like the expectations that we set for ourselves and for other people, we need to have these written out. A lease deal. Do we have a way to present 4 different types? Because we all know there's a couple different ways that you can exit a lease. You can trade it, sell it, keep it, and you can turn it, or you could turn it in. So do we have a way, so when the customer says, well, I'm just going to turn it in, do we have a way to present those products that are super valuable to whatever way they decide to get out of the lease or keep the lease? The next one's going to be our cash deal. So I say cash, but that's anything other than financing at the dealership. What does that process look like? Who all's involved? BDC, frontline sales, salespeople, management, F&I. Everybody needs to be involved and know what a cash deal process is. Presentation process. Do we know what we're doing with presenting products, or are we just doing it whenever we can? Do we know that it's after the 3rd paper, the ODO statement, the credit app, the risk-based pricing, and then we do a menu, and we do it from platinum to bronze. We do all of our products, and then we show the customer, this is your total protected payment. This is your total car payment to be totally protected. Do we know what our process is, or are we just winging it? Follow-up. We have to create a follow-up process for not only the customers that go through our office, but people that go through our office and say, I'm interested in something. I know you all have F&I managers that say, yeah, this guy, he didn't buy, but he said he was interested. I gave him some pamphlets, and we said we would reconnect. That goes away, they never connect, and they buy somewhere else. Like, we need to have a follow-up process for our people going in and out of the finance office. The last column, one of the most important, relationships. How does this tie into everything here? Customers. We need to have a great relationship with our customers. What does that mean? It's doing something unique, doing something that they're not used to, breaking that pattern up. If they bought 10 different cars from 10 different locations, I guarantee their finance experience has been very similar. How do we break that apart and separate ourselves with our customers? Lenders. How do we create relationships with our lenders? We text them, we care about them, we make sure to reach out, not just about a deal, but about them. What are they talking about? This was a big point about how I created relationships with lenders and buyers and reps. I would ask them, what are you talking about in your meetings? What are deals that you guys need? What are deals that you're looking for? What are things that could impact you personally? And I want to give you more of that. The next one's our salespeople. Obviously, we need to pour into our salespeople. We need to train them. We need to teach them. We need to inspire them and educate them. And how are we doing that? Are we doing that daily in F&I? I guarantee you most of your F&I teams are not pouring into your salespeople every single day. And I don't mean pointing their finger, telling them what they did wrong, but actually helping them create better habits and create some things that could help us along the way. Title and accounting people. A lot of the F&I people don't get out of their office and even go upstairs and just talk and say hello. We need to make sure that these title people and accounting people, they deal with all of our paperwork after we're done with it. So when I was in F&I, I would go up to them, and we had there's probably 12 ladies there that were doing title work and accounting, and I would ask them, hey, is there anything I'm doing that you don't like? Is there anything doing that I could maybe tweak to make your job easier? I mean, even if it was like penciling in a name and I didn't reprint it, and they had to go reprint it and get the document signed, or I didn't notarize it a certain way, or I initialed in a certain document, and they were just gonna go ahead and push it through and do it anyway because we were super high volume, super busy. I needed to make sure to have a relationship with those people. So let's tie this all together. So the triangle consists, this is how we have an unstoppable, a bulletproof F&I department. We need to have amazing processes. We need to have amazing products to tie in there so that we can present those to the customer, show 800% value with the products, and then we need to tie it in with relationships. If you do this, I promise you at least a couple $100 a car from your entire finance department if you nail these three pillars down and make sure that they're attended to daily.